Hi everyone, let's talk about calendars in Salesforce. Now there are two different types of calendars that we'll be talking about, public and resource. So let's start with public calendars since they're the more standard one. A public calendar is used to manage group activities such as scheduling common events or talks or get-togethers. Everyone who shares the public calendar can view, schedule and update events. Now this differs from a resource calendar, which is used to schedule the use of a shared resource. Things like a conference room or a projector or a certain computer or a laptop. Any sort of physical resource or even non-physical resources, virtual things, can be put in a resource calendar so that the use of it can be scheduled and known across the company. Now for both types of calendar, whether it's a public calendar or a resource calendar, there's a couple of things that we need to be aware of. The first is that you can create an unlimited number of calendars. So there's really no limit to the number of calendars that you can create. The second is that you can share your calendar with public groups, with roles, or with individual people. To find out more about how you can go ahead and customize or create your calendars, you just need to jump into Setup, look for public calendars and resources. Now, in terms of sharing our calendars, calendar access specifies the way that we would want to share a specific calendar. There are a bunch of different preferences and settings that we can go through, and we'll just have a look at those one by one here. The first is hide details. People with this sharing setting can see whether a given time is available in a calendar, but they can't actually see any information about the events in the calendar. They can just see that this particular time is not available. The next setting is hide details and add events, and as the name suggests, with this particular setting, again, users can't see the details of events, but unlike the other one, they can actually insert events in the calendar if they choose to. Our next setting is show details. This lets other people see the detailed information about events in a calendar. And following this setting is show details and add events, where people can see the detailed information about events and they can insert their own events into the calendar. And the final security setting for calendar access is full access. And this is where people with this setting can see detailed information about events in the calendar, they can insert events in the calendar, and they can edit existing events in the calendar. So I hope that gave you a little bit of an overview into calendars, both public calendars and resource calendars, and some of the sort of sharing settings and other settings that are involved in creating calendars.